3 people that all secondary rob. And
I was talking on stream last week, and I was like, God, I'm so happy to be in Texas. What a great region. There's so many cool people and so many tournaments, and it's just awesome. And there's 4 Robs in top 8, and a Ness, and a what else? There was a Belmont,
Greninja,
Pac-Man,
yeah, and
Robin.
Speaking of Pac-Man and Greninja, we're seeing Tibs, who last week actually that was his first top 8 at an Ultimate Shockwave.
Oh,
so
nice! Good for
congrats
him.
To him.
But yeah, I was just like, I've never wanted to move back home more in my life.
Yeah.
But I'm interested to see this matchup. This is a really bizarre matchup because I don't know what tools. Because Greninja is a character that wants to keep people above him. Like, his up air is really good, and his ability to keep people at disadvantage is equally excellent. Pac-Man is a character that is one of the few characters in the game with abilities to keep people out from under him with Hydrant.
Yeah. I feel like Pac-Man's like pretty good at controlling horizontal space, like with Hydrant. There are some characters that like don't have an excellent jump-in options that just like lose to Hydrant straight up. And Greninja, not one of them. I feel like his jump-ins are like very good.
Greninja
so
always
be a big thing.
Jumping.
Yeah, pretty much. Like Greninja's like, oh, a character that wants me to jump in, yes please. Like,
turns out frogs enjoy jumping.
Yeah, right. Makes sense.
Greninja, they did a good job designing Greninja to be true to what people would expect from the character.
Yeah, he definitely controls like no other character. He's like kind of known to be kind of easy, but also is a bit awkward because so many moves have so much startup.
What an interesting change of events from like Smash 4 2 when he was like the tricky Twitter combo character, like the Japanese Vine combos of like Greninja.
Yeah, but I feel like independent of whether or not your character is good in the matchup, fighting Pac-Man is you against Pac-Man. I feel like.
For sure.
You can have the best character for the matchup, and
your opponent,
it'll still be tough.
Your opponent is always at an advantage because they know how to control Pac-Man, but you don't know how to necessarily fight against Pac-Man and also them. Right?
Yeah. Like, I have the fortune or misfortune of being in a crew with literally all the Pac-Man in the region. So I at least learn about all the weird stuff they can do.
It's what? Batracuda,
Tibs, and Hip Hop Frogs as well. But yeah. I like that. So did you guys, or not you guys, but did you see the tweet that came out about just some common Pac-Man counterplay?
I didn't actually. I'd love to hear about it though.
Really nice side B, like just off the top. Like Tibs just, as we like kind of vamp, just running away with this game. Like Autonomitts, I feel like he's just falling into some of the traps.
For sure. And that's like Greninja's whole game plan is like setting up like frame traps and like buttons where you're going to be, that he's already covered in other situations just to get you there.
Oh, good use of the water. Yeah, he's forced to use up B. Okay. Doesn't get any punish off it, but
it was really, really smart. I liked the water. I actually didn't know the water would interact with the pellet like that.
Yeah, but as I was saying, one of the main counterplays is you can shield any of the fruit, and it'll just pop up right in front of you, and you can just grab it with an aerial.
Huh.
But only if it's not thrown as an item. If it's thrown as an item, no one can grab it after again, because you can only grab it once.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
That's such like an arbitrary rule. Like it's weird to keep track of like when it's thrown as an item and when it's thrown as a projectile.
Yeah. So sadly, I know like way too much about Pac-Man. So they added in this game, if Pac-Man's holding an item, he can press neutral B to throw it again, and also like hold neutral B to charge it and turn it into something else.
I did know that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, oh god.
Wow. Yeah, getting caught by the Hydrant, that's a very scary place to be.
Absolutely.
Honestly, I couldn't tell you what you're supposed to do there. I think he was supposed to just hang on ledge because the Hydrant wasn't going to go all the way. But the strawberry was threatening him. So I
think what your option is you can go low, regrab ledge because Pac-Man is far enough away.
Yeah, and I don't think Pac-Man has a thing to hit under the ledge very well either.
Yeah, I don't either. Maybe he could like run off dare or something. But I also think that maybe waiting a bit longer and like right until the Hydrant is on top of you and then rolling in, because that, unless they staggered the strawberry correctly.
Yeah, but I feel like I would like to be seeing Auto playing a little more patient. I think one of like the biggest traps people fall into fighting Pac-Man is being afraid when he's charging fruit, because when he charges fruit, he actually doesn't become much of a better character. It's not like Samus where it's like when she's charging charge shot, you need to stop her. Like that's your mission. It's more like if Pac-Man gets key, he's like slightly better than if he has Cherry, but not even. Like because he's like pretty bad. Like,
it's still Pac-Man with an item, and Pac-Man with an item is almost universally scary.
Yeah.
Like the difference is like only relevant like if you're at 120 and like key would kill when another fruit wouldn't, right? Like that's when it becomes a scary proposition.
Yeah.
So it's I actually think that's a really astute statement, because that's also how I feel like people should approach like Joker.
Yeah.
Where like people get afraid of one option because it looks more threatening than the way the character normally is, when that's just like
oh wow, I really really like using the water to combo.
Yeah, I love watching Pac-Man use water in creative ways because I feel like it's such a it gives you so much depth with the character that even though some of the stuff that he can do is a little frustrating, I think that the way that you manipulate Hydrant and the way that you let Hydrant manipulate your positioning is just so interesting.
Yeah, I think
that was crazy.
As someone who has seen all the Pac-Man stuff and doesn't like the character because he's annoying and he just jumps around, I still think using water situationally is pretty cool still, and the side B setups are also very cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Like Galaxian and Bell combos.
The T's Galaxian combo.
Yeah, I saw that. That was so sick.
I'm furious at T for making me be like, God, Pac-Man is so cool.
Yeah, I'm glad. Okay, that clip, if you haven't seen it, it didn't kill, but I'm glad it didn't kill. If side B sent straight up, I would just be terrible. That character would not be fair.
Pac-Man would be a broken character, and that's a fact.
Pac-Man's one of those characters I can't say he's slept on because I think he's a strange character.
He's like Wii Fit Trainer, where everyone's like, yo, Pac-Man kind of slept on, though.
Yeah,
you know
I'd say
I mean?
Pac-Man, Wii Fit, and Duck Hunt are these characters that no one really wants to bother to play, but everyone knows is pretty good.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
If you don't know the matchup, you are getting rocked.
You're getting sauced for sure.
Yeah, but Autonomitts, I feel like he's been figuring some stuff out. I think the main thing in this matchup is respecting Hydrant, because you do not want to jump in on Hydrant, because he will just launch that forward smash, and you will be. No matter how good you are, even if you shield it, you're not in a great spot.
Very dangerous.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh, wow. Catching him, charging the shuriken.
I also want to say real quick, it's hard commentating with Megalovania playing because part of me just wants to laugh and the other part of me just wants to listen to Megalovania.
Yeah, it's interesting, all the different stuff that's getting added to Ultimate. I feel like in 2 years when even more DLCs out, we'll be
game's gonna be unrecognizable.
Yeah, right? It'll be
it's like Rivals right now with all the workshop characters. It's almost like Mugen. It's gonna be like, oh, cool! I can't believe I'm having Sans Undertale fight Terry Bogard on a Fire Emblem stage with Megalovania playing or whatever.
I can't believe Sans, the Mii fighter, is fighting Sans, the actual character that they added.
Sans is in Smash twice.
Yeah, but
that would be horrifying.
Oh, I get so scared when people chase Pac-Man up there and then they get hit by the Hydrant because they're usually holding in too.
Yeah,
and they might just get domed flat at the top. Oh wow, I'm surprised he got the weak hit of that down smash.
I'm surprised about a lot of things by this character.
Yeah, as well as that grab. Ooh, I really like the frame trap with side B.
Yeah, that was smart. I really like because bell covers are really unique spacing. So he felt safe going into that one particular angle, and he just had the side B ready to cover whatever was coming, other than going out to ledge. But that's such an unintuitive option.
Does the smash forward? I'm surprised that killed. Pac-Man's back there pretty weak, but Greninja's a light boy. So.
Greninja is light.
Dying at what is it 130 post hit, pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
But he's only a few hits away from this kill. If he finds, I think this percent's a down tilt fair. I'm sorry.
Greninja has a number of kill confirms at a good number of percents, so I wouldn't be surprised to see us see something come out here.
Yeah, he's pretty flowcharty in terms of which combo he wants to find. Down tilt up smash works until it stops, and then down tilt fair works then.
Yeah.
So, oh wow.
That was interesting.
I feel like the grab would have, or normally would have covered it, but it was just kind of unfortunate.
I love that hit the fruit as he was going
down.
Yeah,
it has an active hitbox for whatever reason. And
it's not like you can knock it out of it or anything, which is bizarre.
Yeah, but Autonomitts really running away with this. Or sorry, Tibs really running away with this lead as Autonomitts struggles to find the kill. Okay, makes it out and shields the Hydrant.
Awareness there. He was realizing that he was committing way too many of his resources to get that Hydrant to control neutral, so he could get back on stage and just use water shuriken from really safe spacing, which was very
And I think the big shuriken, if you space it, will hit under the ledge on the last hit. It's
really
kind of scary. I'm not 100%, but I feel like that could be true.
Interesting. I'll have to ask Eclipse about that later or something. I feel like if anyone would know, it would be him.
Yeah, right. He's something I've noticed in his gameplay. Oh, wow. Holds out the grab. And
that grab is so active.
Into it.
That grab, I was talking about this earlier. I never thought I would ever complain. Good lord. I never thought I would ever complain about Pac-Man grab.
Yeah, and
and it's one of the better grabs in this game.
Yeah, they made it have its niche, at least. It's not better than normal grabs, but it's not necessarily worse. It covers spot dodge, which is awesome. Everyone wants to cover spot dodge. You're wow, there's an option that I have that covers spot dodge that's easy to use, and
I can just
that's
hit
a happy
the
one.
Z button.